What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Paige with the Page, and today we're going to be doing Cluedo chooses my September and October TBR. Hello my darlings, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be going over the round of Cluedo for July and August and then playing for the September-October round. I am so excited for September as it is Magical Readathon Seasonathon, and I will also be joining book fiend named Mel in her book club read. So I'm so excited, and yeah, we'll dive into the setup and then into the gameplay. Hello my darlings, so welcome to the September-October round. I'm joined by an Ash.
Hi!
We get to play Cluedo!
Le Clue.
So I need to go over my reads for last month, see what cards I've revealed, and then we will roll to see who I'm playing with, roll for Ash's traps, and begin. Beautiful. So, where the fuck did I go last time? I ended up in the conservatory, and I was to read Part of Your World and The Hate Race. I have read Part of Your World by the time this recording goes out, and I have swapped The Hate Race to Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green, but I did do my mood reads and they both fit for Readathon prompts, which was Mrs. Peacock's challenge. So I can reveal these two. So we've got Colonel Mustard and the dining room. Beautiful, so Mark.
Mustard is very appropriate in the dining room.
Then I made my way over to the lounge and I needed to read Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray and Tenderly I Am Devoured. I did read Tenderly I Am Devoured and I've swapped Beasts of Prey to autobiography. So I have completed these cards and they are Mrs. White and the Wrench. Do you know what's interesting? Statistically speaking, out of the 4 rounds that we've done, not Colonel Mustard, Mrs. White, the Wrench, or the dining room have ever been involved. And then I managed to scoot my way into the dining room, and for that I needed to read Caught Up by Nevessa Allen, which I did, and Leather and Luck by Bryn Weaver, and I did. So, woohoo! Mrs. Peacock and the lounge. Are we keeping? Yep, Mrs. Peacock has never once.
She's too innocent.
And the lounge. The lounge was last time.
Yeah.
But like statistically speaking, you've only got 3 cards, but I'd still just find it interesting. Pretty beautiful. I did make all books fit for readathons. Thank you, Augustathon with Amanda.
You couldn't have tried not to do it.
Yeah.
Thanks, August.
Yes, there were 2 books I think in July.
Yeah, because
that didn't fit.
Yeah.
But aside from that, oh no, there was a few more in July. But yes. Anyway.
But all of your Cluedo prompts.
Yeah, that was covered. Alrighty, so let's see who I'm playing with, so then Ash can roll for his traps. 6. I hate my life so fucking much. Why the fuck haven't I changed this? It's a new board. I could have fucking done that. But did I remember? No! Fucking daily movement for 1 month. What did I change this to? I swear I said something last time. Agony is what I've said last time.
Well, I guess September really is a thing.
I did it for Sufferathon last year.
Well, it looks like you're suffering a thon this year.
It's not supposed to be until November. Okay, easy done. Can I use his power up and just
reroll for a different person?
Yeah, I cannot remember the last time we got Mrs. White.
Have we?
We might, yeah.
It's surely we've had it at one stage.
I feel like Mr. Plum's a little neglected because your traps you rarely get to add the extra 3.
Yeah! Where's my traps?
Oh, there's your traps.
Oh, alright, let's roll for traps now. Come on, nat 20. 5.
Okay.
Well, the traps are going easy on you, my love.
Yay!
Oh god, where are you?
I'm there.
Where have you been?
There.
Where have you come from? Where will you go? Where have you come from, Colonel Mustard Joe? This is real strategy brain right here. I've only got very minimal to play with. And if We'll see if she lands on.
You ready?
I am ready to go.
Okay. On to roll number 1. I know they get to the same spot. I was just thinking about. Wait, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Which one am I going to go? And have you decided to go there in case I rolled a high number straight out of the gate? Because I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's not a trap.
Yay! We'll go with this one. Ew. I don't like this one. Can I check it out?
No, that is...
Can I put the hate grace on this?
Did you put it off?
I've got, I don't know if this is seeable, I apologize for working in different lighting today. I have to be picked, which was when this applied in a different area. And you have to read a book you've been avoiding. So this one does need to be completed.
Can't
to be successful.
Card.
I heard barley and my brain switches off everything I used to know. As you saw, the gameplay was pretty chill. I did have a few swap outs for my mood reads, but that's completely fine. They are allowed. That's why they're sort of mood read spots. I put in the things that I think are going to help me the most, but if I don't get to them, I don't. And if I read other things, I can swap it out. So all good on that front. So then for roll number 1, I drew the prompt, I have to be picked, and you have to read a book you've been avoiding. So this came into gameplay in previous iterations of Cluedo, although I can't even remember if I ever actually drew it. But basically, read a book I've been avoiding, and if I don't read this, I don't get to reveal any cards for this round. So I have made a stupid choice, but it's the best choice. And I'm finally going to continue Purgatory by Dante. I read Hell back in March, I think, for my Patreon, and I didn't end up continuing on. So now is the time. I'm doing it. I'm putting it on for this. I have to read this book. I need to get through it. I need to continue on. I want to continue on. So it's on the list, ready to go for this round. And I have to read it. Otherwise I failed Cluedo. So I can read this in either September or October, but I have slotted it in for Magical Readathon. So continuing on to roll number 2. I could go backwards, I could go backwards. My autistic brain doesn't want me to go backwards in case I roll a 1 again.
It's not a trap.
Yay!
I was trying to put you off.
Standalone. So for roll number 2, I got the prompt of standalone, and for this I am putting on Mel's book club read for September, which is Dragon Fruit by Micaiah Lucia, and I'm really excited to get into this. I don't know much about it aside from the fact that it is a Pacific Islander mythology based read. So I'm just excited to read it and be able to discuss it with Mel and her lovely book club. On to roll number 3.
You're in the room.
Yeah. So 2 mood reads. For roll number 3, I ended up in the hall, so I just get to put on 2 mood reads. So the first is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. We're reading this for BookStara in September, so easy fit. I usually always put BookStara in just because I know I'm gonna have to read it. I want to read it. I'm excited. So it's on the list. The other one I'm going for is Bloodhound by Tamora Pierce. This is the second in the Becca Cooper world, and I'm really excited to continue on. I meant to put this on the TBR way earlier, but we're finally getting to it. We're putting it on. I am excited. So this is following Becca Cooper as she trains to be the dogs in the Tortel universe. There is so much lore behind this. It is fabulous, and I'm very excited. So Jacqueline from Jaxie Jax reads on Instagram, and I will be buddy reading this in September as well. On to roll number 5. Ow! 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm so left out this round.
I know. Where was they? Or you want to wait?
You still got one more room, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm going to use the shortcut.
Well, shit. It was all down this alley.
Oh no.
I'm so glad, like, because you went this way, I was completely fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you want to know where my thinking was?
What's that?
if I do roll Miss Scarlet, I have to get to the boardroom. So let's use this round to set me up to be able to get there.
In case Scarlet's next.
But I could get, you could roll 15 traps and now you know that that's where I'm going if I get Scarlet.
Surrounded.
So, anyway, 2 mood reads for those. We ended up in the study and Ash realised this is the point that there was no coming back from. The poor thing. So for my 2 mood reads, I'm going to go with Well Travelled by Jen DeLuca. I am going to finish this series. Like, I know it's not helping me towards a particular goal I have with my series, but I'm gonna get caught up, which is nuts. So this book saved me a lot of angst. So it's on the list. And then one of my Storygraph challenges came up with Red Seas Under Red Skies by Scott Lynch. So let's slot this in. I have wanted to continue with this series as well. So I'm finally getting to those second books that I have been procrastinating on. And I don't know what we're going. We'll continue to follow Lamora, I hope. It is the Gentleman Bastard series. I had a great time with the first book, so I am very eager to get back into this. On to round number 5. What do you mean?
And get another 6. Please do, because it'll affect your odds for next round.
On to round number 5. I'm satisfied with that. 1. And another 2 mood reads. There we go. That was...
Look, after the August you've had...
I even had a reroll, but
You didn't even have to use it.
I could have used it for the 1.
Yeah, you could have.
That's fine. That's all good. I'm relieved. I'm so relieved.
You need a bit of grace.
Yeah. Okay. I will see you back at the talking bit. Boy, Ash. Sorry you were a bit neglected this round.
I'm helping.
I love you.
I love you too.
We ended up in the kitchen. That was a nice, easy way to go. And so for that, I'm putting on Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. I originally wasn't going to read this. I was keeping it, just Ash brought it home as a proof from work, so he really wants to read it. So I didn't know if I was going to or not. And then Magical Readathon happened, and this is slotted in perfectly. So this is what we're going with and adding it on because I have every intention of getting to it. And the other one that I'm going to put on is A Steeping in Blood by Hasper Faisal, as this is the second in the Tempest of Tea duology series, and this is my new release for September for Hergiad. So I'm going to get to this as well. Very excited, cannot wait. So it's on the list. So that was Cluedo being very, very kind to me. I was very surprised. But because of Magical Readathon and I have to do 14 things, as well as the prompts that I got for Storygraph had a lot of bigger books on them, we are in a bit of trouble. So I'm going to talk through the Magical Readathon TBR and then also talk about my Seasonathon one. So for Magical Readathon, like I said, I have 14 classes. For Alchemy, I need to do all 3. So for O, it is Sun on the cover, and this is where I was having an absolute conniption until I started pulling books off my shelves, and lo and behold, thank you, Well Travelled, for that sun. There is a sun on the cover. So that is why it's on. I am very happy about that fact. Then for Q is a cover in your birth flower colours. So mine is violet, so I'm going with Silverborn by Jessica Townsend. This is the 4th in the Nevermore series. I don't know where we're up to with it, so I will need to refresh myself, but it's on. It came up for Storygraph, so we're putting it on the list. And for D is an autobiography. So I do have quite a few of these on the list, and the one that I've gone with, I think I'm sticking with, is Scott Lynch and putting on Red Seas Under Red Skies. I do have the potential to be able to swap these around and fit other things in different spots, but I was like, yes, no, if I continue on with this series and continue to adore it, Scott Lynch is going to become an autobiography author. And just based off like the Lies of Locke Lamora for another series that he was writing, I would probably pick that up now, having read that as well. So I'm going to put it on, but I do have wiggle room with all of these things. Then my next class is Animal Studies, and I just needed O, which is a debut book. So I'm going with Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray. I have put this on many TBRs. I really need to unhaul it if I don't read it, but I'm giving it one last chance to play catch up. July got away with me, and then August is been August. So we're putting this on. This is the last chance for this book, but I do think I'm going to enjoy it. I just need to get to it, and we'll see how that goes. I realized I haven't explained anything about these, mostly because these are continuations in series and I don't do that. Our protagonist is a beekeeper at a zoo and they're working and caring for creatures until they pay off their family debts. And shit goes down and the hunt has begun. Then my next class is astronomy and I only needed an O, which is a character with an invisible illness, and I'm going with Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. By the look of this, it has anxiety representation and also depression, so I'm gonna put that in. I was looking for other alternatives but thought, no, let's not make this any more difficult on myself, shall we? Let's play it smart. So Yours Truly is on the list, and this is the second in the Part of Your World series. I haven't even read the first one at the time of filming. Like, I will have by the time this video goes up, but this is where we're currently at. So I have no idea what's happening in this or what we're doing. And yeah, then my next class is demonology, and for that was just an O, and that is an emotion in the title. And similar to Beasts of Prey, I hate race. I just didn't end up getting to this while I was away. I thought I was going to read it when I didn't have access to audiobooks, but then I just became solely reliant on audiobooks to get through, and this doesn't have one. So I need to sit down and actually go through with it. But because I do have a lot of non-fiction goals, I do want to get to this. If I don't read it in September though, it's going. Technically I could give myself until October as well, but realistically it's on the list, just read it. Then I had spells and incantations and I needed to get to Q for that. So for O I needed to roll a d6 and then it was in that page bracket, so I rolled a 3, so that's in the 300 page bracket, I think. I've seen mixed things going around, but I'm just going with it was hundreds, 200s, 300s, so on. And for that, The Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin. Again, needed to have got to this a lot sooner, but this is me playing catch up. Hey Ren, does this look like a Patreon vlog that's coming your way? Yes, yes it is. Is she nuts? Yes. You look so handsome. You're all shaved. But again, second book in series. Have no idea. Can't even remember the first one. Am I fucked? Absolutely. And then the 4Q, that was released this year, so I'm going with Steeping of Blood by Husfer Faisal. Again, we're following vampires in New Orleans. First book caught me by surprise with how much I loved it, so I'm very excited to get into the next one. Then my inscription class, I have 3 courses. So for O was a prime number of letters in the title. So for that I'm going, hopefully, with The Bone Shard Emperor by Andrea Stewart. This came up for my story graph, so very excited to get to it. Except my library has now no longer got the copy that I thought they had the copy of. Really cute animal companion in it and really curious magic system with the bone magic. I really need to read a refresher on the first one because I really enjoyed it, but the memory has failed me on it. So I will read a refresher and then dive into this. Apologies. This is the problem with trying to read series. Actually, this is the problem with not reading a synopsis to a single book. I cannot tell you anything. Then for Q, we needed a vertical spine title, which was another one of the fucking pain in my asses until Ash mentioned Calabasas. So it's on. I believe we start off in Cambridge and then their professor disappears, gets taken to hell, so they have to travel into hell to save him, find him. I don't know what that means, but also leaning towards Purgatory because hell and then they go to Purgatory. So I thought, you know, let's just continue on with the chaos. And then for D, that was an animal on the cover, so I'm putting on Dragon Fruit by Micaiah Lucia. This has a bat on the cover, I believe. Yeah, it's really cute. But like I said, I do have options to switch these around if need be, because I could put like Bloodhound in there, and this is what I've tentatively put in for the moment. Then for law, I needed to get up to Q, so for O, it is a translated book. Purgatory by Dante. Makes the most amount of sense, as much as it's gonna hurt me. And then for Q, letters or notes on the cover or in the book, so putting on Bloodhound by Tamora Pierce. These are epistolary, so they're told entirely in letter format, which is awesome, and I really enjoyed the series, so I was very excited to be able to continue on with it. And then the last class was for restoration, and I needed an O, which was a single point of view, and so for that I'm going with In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I don't know anything about this aside from the fact that it's a Seasonathon group book and we will be chatting with Ashley Winstead in September. I'm really excited to get to it. I think it's a thriller or like psychological twisty kindy stuff. So I don't want to go, that one I want to go in blind. I don't want to know anything before reading it. And that's Magical Readathon. So very proud of how I managed to make all of this fit. And then I will just quickly talk through Seasonathon. So for English 2050, read a fiction book and post a review. The Hate Race by Maxine Benjamin Clark, memoir of Maxine growing up in a particular white area of Sydney, but being a black family. So I think it will be really interesting and I would like to write the review, hence pushing myself to do it for this. For English 2230, read a book set in the UK. I screamed when Calabasas was set in Cambridge. Like, yes, they do travel to hell. Some of it is set in Cambridge, which is in the UK. So yes, the excitement when this book fit everything what? Knows no bounds. And then for foreign language 4120, read a translated book. Purgatory makes sense. And then for my minor, I've decided to go with English 3710, read like a writer, short fiction, read a book 250 pages or less and post a review. I've gone with An Encore of Roses by S.D. Gibson, and this is 14 pages, so that's going to be interesting to write a review on it. I'll make it work. And then for the electives, I've gone with ACC 29.99, which is the group studies to read the group book, In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winston. So that's it. That's the TBR. It is equivalent of 6,260 pages. This is the stack that I have with me physically. It's a glorious stack. I'm really excited. Also, I desperately need to play catch up. So there we go. But I do think that I am pushing the friendship with it being over 6,000 pages because that's over 200 pages a day. And I'm a little bit burnt out since August. But we'll see what happens. Who knows? Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Please let me know in the comments, like, what's on your TBR? Are you participating in Seasonathon or Orilium? I also have my Patreon readathon, which I am very excited to announce, and I need to post that. So yes, feel free to leave anything you want to let me know about the readathons you're participating in. If you're having a chill time, whatever the case may be, feel free to leave it down below. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you on my next video or over on my Patreon. Bye!